Let's create one more tutorial in Autodesk Fusion. In this video, you'll learn to use the sheet metal rule, flange, full round fillet, hole, circular pattern, and extrude. So open the Fusion and let's go. The first step to create this part, we will create a new sheet metal rules, and the thickness will be 1 millimeters, and the bend radius will be the thickness, okay? So go to sheet metal, select the sheet metal rules, click here with the right button and select a new rule. The rule name, I will call this 1 millimeters, 1 mm, the thickness 1, and make sure that the bend radius here is thickness. Save this. And now the first thing that we'll make, we'll create the base here, create this square, 90 millimeters. So go to create a sketch and select the top plane. Select the 2-point rectangle, center rectangle, click here in the midpoint, 90 by 90 millimeters and press OK. And finish the sketch. Go to Flange, select this profile. And here in the sheet metal rule, select 1 mm and press OK. We made this plate here. And now we will create this flange here and this side. And the distance between this face here and the top face is 20 millimeters, okay? So go to flange, select the bottom edge, and move this a little bit. The distance here is 20 millimeters. And let me make a zoom here. To remove this, we will uncheck the meter corners, okay? Press OK. We made this one. And now we will create this flange here. Okay. So the distance between this point here and this point, let's see this. So the distance between this face here and the midpoint is 45 millimeters, okay? 45 millimeters. The distance between this point here and the midpoint is 55 millimeters. So the distance between this face and the midpoint here, this point, is 10 millimeters. And the radius here is 10 millimeters. So the distance between this face and this point is 20 millimeters. 10 plus 10, okay? And the distance between this face here and this one is 20 millimeters. So go to flange, select this edge here, move this a little bit, and the edge here, change this to symmetric, and the distance here will be 10 millimeters because it is symmetric, so it is 10 millimeters to the right side and 10 millimeters to the left side. So it is this 20 millimeters, okay? And the distance between this face and this face is 20 millimeters. So let's move this. But look that the 80 Dayton here is making the distance between this face and this face here, this inside face. So to change this, click here in outer face and select inner face. Now the distance here is between this face and this face here. And the distance here is 20 millimeters. And press OK. Let's check the dimension. Go to measure, select this face and this face. The distance here must be 20 millimeters. And the distance between this face here and this face must be 20 millimeters. Okay. And now we will create this fillet. It is a full round fillet. So go to fillet. The type here, select full round fillet and select this face and press OK. And here we need to create this cut. This cut has 8 millimeters of diameter, and it is concentric with this arc, okay? So go to create and select the hole, select this face. The reference, select this arc here for reference to make this holes concentric with this arc. The extend, select all. The diameter here is 8 millimeters and press OK. Now we need to create this flange here in these three faces. So go to create and select the pattern, circular pattern. The object type, select the features, and the object, select the last flange, the fillet, and the hole. And the axis, select this axis here. The quantity here is 4. And press OK. We made this one. And now we will create this cut here in the top face, okay? And the first thing that we make, we create some lines for reference. And here we will create this point here, okay? And to create this point, we'll create a line here and a line here. And the distance between this line here and the midpoint is 3 millimeters. And the distance between this line here and the midpoint is 3 millimeters, okay? Here is 6 because the distance here. We use only this distance, okay? So go to create a sketch, select this face, and select a line, a construction line type, and make a square here. And go to sketch dimension, the distance here, 3. And the distance here is 3, okay? And go to constraint, select horizontal, vertical, select this point, and this point, and this one. Okay. And now we will create this arc, but here on this side, okay? The radius, 10 millimeters. And this point here is horizontal with this point, and this point here is vertical with this point, okay? So go to create, select the arc, center point arc, click here on the midpoint, remove the construction line type, the radius 10 millimeters, and make an arc here. Let me move this a little bit here, and go to constraint, select horizontal, vertical, select this point and this point here, this point and this point here, okay? And now we will create an offset with 6 millimeters. So we need to create 5 offset here with 6 millimeters of distance. So go to offset, select this, 6 millimeters, and press OK. And make another offset here, 6 millimeters. One more. Okay. And go to constraint, select horizontal, vertical, select this point and this one. Sorry. Let me move this a little bit. Okay, move the points here a little bit to make this horizontal with this point here. Okay, and select the line and close here this profile here. Close this profile here. And close this one. Okay, we made these 3 profiles. Now we need to create in the other side. So go to create, select the circular pattern and the object. Select these arcs and these lines here. And the center point, select the midpoint. The quantity here is 4 and press OK. And now finish the sketch and go to Extrude. Select all these profiles. And the direction, one side, the extended type, select all, flip the direction, operation cut, and press OK. And here we finish our exercise. So thanks for watching, subscribe my channel for more, and see you in the next videos.